Okay, this should work. Alright, I started over from the beginning. This is your default view. I'm going to move this up. This needs to go over. Don't care about that. This is just for animation. So what I'm going to do is have this cube right here move from this point to over here, this corner, and it'll go up. I'm going to do 4 units, 4 blender units. That's each one of these squares is a blender unit. And you'll notice I save a lot, like that, because I'm crazy and I like to save things even if I have no inclination to or no reason to. Let's move that down a bit. That's weird. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna okay, that is the 3D cursor. I'm gonna recenter it. Anyways, what I'm gonna do here, first of all, is change my viewport. These are all viewports to the animation viewport, and I've already moved this up. Whoops. This thing, I don't like what's up there, so because I never use it. Now, what I'm gonna do. So we're on frame 1, and I'm gonna insert a keyframe. That's your basic. It tells your engine that right here is a specific important point where the object is is at a certain position, location, scale, or rotation. And in our case, I'm going to just start out with location. So the insert, okay, right here, this is important. What this here, I have changed from frames to seconds. And we're going to make this a 4-second long animation. But, so, okay, that's out of the way. I just like looking at it that way sometimes. So, to insert a keyframe, you first do hit I. Since we're doing location, go with the first option, which is location. Now I'm going to go down here to the 4-second mark. That happens to be 96 frames in. And now to move it, I'm going to save here because I don't usually go that long without saving. I'm sorry. The cat is currently in my wardrobe pushing stuff out. This is so funny to look at. I'm not going to get distracted though. Okay. To move the cube, hit G. That's to grab. And then I'm going to hit the X key to move it along the X axis. And then type in 8 because that's the length of the grid. And then hit enter to confirm. I'm going to do the same thing for the Y axis. G, Y, 8. I'm going to save again because I'm stupid. Alright, now for the Z axis. That was the cat. Don't worry about that. Don't think about it. Hit G again, and then Z for Z axis, and I'm going to say 4. And hit enter. Confirm. And save because I'm crazy. Now, what's going to happen here is, so we currently don't have anything in our animation yet. So that isn't saved to keyframes. So we're going to insert a keyframe here. Say a location. Alright, now I'm going to hit the home key. Look at our animations here. Each of these things, there are 3 of them. One for the X, Y, and Z axis each. Okay, fraps is bothering me for a moment. And they basically say, here's where I am, here's the value of this cube's location on the x-axis or y-axis or z-axis. And you can notice that's the z-axis because it's the lowest of the, it's halfway in between the two because it's not 8, it's at 4. Simple math. Right now you'll notice that these are curved rather than just straight lines, and I'll show you why. Save. Control-Shift down goes to the first keyframe. Well, my computer does that occasionally. I don't know why. Might be something with the new updated Blender. So to play an animation, hit Alt-A. Now you notice that it kind of smoothly glides and then comes to a rest. Well, let's see, I don't want it to do that. I want it, since it's a simple animation, whoops, I accidentally grabbed that. This is a simple animation, I just want to have straight lines, nothing fancy. So you're going to go over to this animation pane here, hit T, and then say linear. Just ignore me saving, that's what I do. And now, just moves normally without doing any weird curve stuff. Without really smoothing the motion out. It's nice and linear, I guess, for lack of a better term. Okay, we're going to go back. Now, to view, this here is the camera. It's what's going to be rendering your scene eventually. So what happens here is, okay, so the cube's quickly going to go out of the scene. For about half of it, it's out of the scene, actually. So what I want to do is insert keyframes for the rotation of the camera. Again, I'm going to hit I and then hit rotation. After going to the, I just hit my screen. After the first frame, go to the, gosh, I lost my train of thought. So you go to the first frame, again, and I hit, and then I did the insert keyframe. And again, I'm going to go to 4 seconds down here. I'm going to get out of the camera view. Hit 7 for, top orthographic view. Again, I'm going to rotate the camera on the Z-axis. Since I'm looking directly down on the Z-axis, I don't need to hit Z for any of the transforms, like the rotation. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And you can see in the top that the viewport, I can't focus, can I? The viewport is shifting because it's looking from my camera. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go back to the camera just to show you what it looks like. I don't want to do that. Shift is precision control, so, and apparently it doesn't work because I'm looking at it right now. Let's not do that. Okay. Anyways, since I still can't see it because it's above my camera currently, we're going to rotate along the local x-axis. So that's the R key for rotate. Now I'm going to hit X twice to go to local x-axis. And I can see that my camera is currently pointing at the cube. And I'm going to save that there and say insert rotation. Now it'll only insert the rotation that it's currently at, and it'll override any other rotation you have. So, we'll get to that later probably. And again, I do want this to be straight lines to match the cube. Now I'm going to go to 0, that's numpad 0 usually. I don't have a numpad, so I've assigned it to my numbers up on the top. I'm going to hit play again. As you can see, the camera basically follows the cube. And that's how you basically animate stuff in Blender.